welcome back. In this video, I want to go over with you how to create React Native applications. Even though we just created Hello World application that we were using, I want to create a new one with you so that you know in the beginning of every project, what do you have to do to set up a new React Native application. I know that for new developers, this might be a lot of information, so I always think that practice makes it perfect. So let's just not build up on the application that we've created before just for our environment setup. Let's go through this process again and remember how to create new applications and what steps to take when we're getting started on a new project. So for this, you're going to need to open a new window. Usually I would place my projects on my desktop. So I'm just going to navigate to my desktop. And then I'm going to say npx react native and then initialize and then project name. So I'm going to start working on a new project and I'm going to call it Hello World app. And it has started downloading right now. So it's going to go through downloading the actual template for React Native project. It's going to set up our initial project. And then once that's downloaded and pods are installed, we can come back to this video and take it from there together. Great, now that this is done, it's important that we first navigate to our project, which is going to be this for iOS instructions. So let's go to our project. So now that we're inside the project, I'm going to try to run my project on iOS. So let's do this. And what should happen right now is that new simulator would open up. Okay, I don't know why iPhone 8 is my default on this. So this might take some time for you guys, so please wait for the build to complete and come back to the video once it is done. So now we see the Metro Bundler has opened up and my iOS application is getting started right here. And everything is running correctly, which is great. And now to make sure that we're all set on Android as well, what I'm going to do is click on A to launch Android emulator. By the way, if you have an older version of Metro Bundler and there's a chance that you won't see this option here to press on A and run on Android, you can just follow this guideline here and do npx react native run Android in the root of your project, and that should open up your project inside the Android emulator as well. Great, so now my app is getting started on Android emulator as well, and now I can see that it works okay on iOS and Android. Now that I've made sure of this and I know that there are no bugs with just getting started code, which is important to do, then what I'm going to do is actually start setting up my application to get ready and start working on it. So right now I'm going to open the Hello World application that we just installed. And then we're not going to be using TypeScript because we barely know how to do JavaScript implementation of React Native. So we're going to skip on this, and I might add a section later that takes care of teaching you how to use TypeScript with React Native. But so far, I'm just going to rename it to be JavaScript. And then I'm just going to go in here and just take out some of the things that I know we won't need. So we're not going to need that import. I'm going to leave in the text component and safe area view. I don't need these imports either. Neither do I need this components, because we're going to start from scratch. So I'm going to make this an ES6 function. Going to delete these ones. And all I'm going to leave here is the safe area view with the text inside that is going to say hello world. I'm going to delete these as well. And we don't need this comments here. And then I'm going to save this. And here I see hello world displayed on both of my simulators. And that's it. We have worked on our Hello World application. It works fine for iOS simulator. It works fine for Android simulator as well. So every time you get started on a new project from now on, remember to clean up your app file and delete the code that you don't need from the template that was downloaded. And you can start fresh and just make sure that right after your setup, everything is working fine for Android and iOS. Because if you don't check both devices and you have a bug, you might start thinking whether it came from the initial setup or whether it was caused by something that you did. So it's better to rule out the possibility of bugs in the beginning and make sure that your initial setup is working fine so that if you have any bugs going forward, you don't ask this question and you don't doubt yourself. So this is great progress. We have made our first application run, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.